push back the dark. End it.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Zion, and I'm bringing in another Destiny video. I promised you guys yesterday that I'd go ahead and take a second to talk about the changes to Crucible events such as the Trials of Osiris and also the changes to Warlocks. And mainly we're going to focus on the changes to Warlocks because even though the changes to Trials are pretty fucking awesome, the changes to Warlocks are kind of we really need to talk about it because it's something that goes against what we really asked for. So before we get into the whole changes in Warlocks, we're going to talk about the changes to Trials. And basically, they're making it a little bit more competitive. They're looking at how quick respawning people and quick reviving people is an issue and kind of takes a lot of the competitiveness out of the Trials of Osiris. It takes a little bit of the sweatiness out of it and makes it not their, I guess, crown competitive jewel that they wanted. They really wanted a game mode where the best of the best could go in with the best gear and do really well. And by basically making gear that makes it so you can revive your teammates in a chain really quickly with almost no consequences, they aren't too happy with that kind of mechanic. So they're going to go ahead and tweak how revives actually work. They're going to go ahead and take a look at how they can change things to make it so Trials is a little more competitive, I guess you could say. They don't want to make it full on sweaty, but just a little bit more competitive, and they don't like how you can just sit there and chain revive your teammates. So they're trying to fix that. Now, to move on to the Warlocks, which is the bigger thing I promised I'd talk to you guys about. As you guys can probably see by my fucking HUD and shit, I'm playing on my Warlock, and he doesn't get too much action, except when I did play him, I used to play him a lot in the Crucible. Now, there's a certain class loadout that is really good for this reason, and it's kind of almost breaking. It's really cheap and OP in the Crucible, especially if you have the right loadout. So, as you can see, I have firebolt grenades on my my Warlock right now. I also have Viking Funeral on as my perk. So if we were playing in the Crucible, I could tag people through walls. If I remember how to throw grenades and shit, I could absolutely tag people through walls and go ahead and track their dots and know where people were and do all this crazy fun shit. Now, the problem with that is with this combination of having 2 grenades and going ahead and having Viking Funeral, I basically can just spam shit and you burn forever. Now, I can kill you with a single grenade. I make you burn basically where I need to land a single shot and you're dead. That's not too hard, especially if I can see you. Plus, it follows you around walls and is an absolute pain in the dick. So it's one of those things they'd been talking about. They were looking at Warlocks and how they were behaving in the Crucible. They were going ahead and trying to gauge whether to nerf them or how to nerf them or what the issue was with them. And basically with their newest stream announcing some of the changes coming in the newest update, they talked about the changes coming to Warlock. And the problem is, instead of them going ahead and saying, hey, we're going to nerf the range on firebolt grenades, or we're going to nerf the time the dots burn, they basically said that dots are an essential part of the subclass. So for them to fix anything about this, they'd go ahead and have to rebuild the entire subclass. It's not as simple as them going ahead and just it's not as simple as them just tweaking a couple things and going ahead and fixing it, which I call bullshit. Because I mean, you've shown you can go ahead and turn off nodes when there was the quiver glitch for hunters. So why not just make it, if I have firebolt grenades, I can't have Viking Funeral, or vice versa. Make it so I can't have that combination and turn it off right now while you look for a better fix. You've shown you can do that already in the game. So I don't see the issue with doing it again while you look for a fix for another glitch that basically kind of breaks the Crucible. Yeah, it's super OP and super not balanced. I can pseudo say it breaks the Crucible, but it's still playable. You can still sneak up behind people. You can still catch people when the grenades are down. And it basically is just one of those things. It's annoying to play against. It's all around cheap and OP. It's kind of like the Thorn all over again. Plus, you've shown you have actual solutions, and then the action you proposed actually taking when you said you were looking at this to go ahead and nerf it, instead of nerfing A, either Viking Funeral, or B, nerfing the actual firebolt grenades themselves, you respond by saying that you're not going to touch firebolt grenades. Firebolt grenades are going to remain exactly the same. And B, you say that you can't tweak a single perk in the Sunbreaker. Wow. Sunsinger tree without rebuilding the entire subclass. I don't buy that. I feel like you just want to focus on other things and don't want to fix it right now and are just a little bit lazy. So I'm kind of not happy with this, and it's legit a cop-out. It's literally they don't want to fix it right now, or don't want to devote the manpower right now to go ahead and fix this issue that is plaguing the Crucible, and they feel like they have better things to work on right about now. So that's my input on it. I really don't want to hear a developer ever say that, oh, there's no way for me to fix something, and basically say that they're watching an issue and say they're not going to go ahead and fix it. Now, on top of that, they also came out and said at the same time that instead of them fixing this issue, they're buffing Sunsinger's Radiance. So they're buffing Radiance, even though they're nerfing it in the same thing. They're going to go ahead and buff the cooldown duration, or the increase in your cooldown duration, so you can throw more grenades than you ever could before, but they're nerfing it in that it doesn't last as long. Now that's a slight issue to me as well, because basically backhandedly you said you didn't want to go ahead and fix the issue, and you want to go ahead and make the Warlock stronger. Now, this doesn't balance much. Nothing about these Warlocks changes balances a goddamn thing. They absolutely throw the Crucible out of balance in every subclass, because we could talk about things like they haven't fixed the abysmal hit detection on Blade Dancer's fucking supers. When they actually Blade Dance, they can't fucking hit a goddamn thing. They haven't talked about that. Or they haven't gone ahead and talked about fixing the firebolt grenades in a way that is actually going to fix anything. They're leaving it alone. They're not doing shit. So instead of being proactive and fixing issues the community had, they're kind of just copping out and working on this next bit of DLC / update, and they don't really want to do anything yet, is basically what they said. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, a favorite, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys agree with me. Is this more or less a cop-out? And let me know how you guys feel about the overall, I guess, fuck you Bungie gave, especially if you don't play a Warlock. So let me know, guys. I'm really interested to hear, but I'll see you guys later. Peace.